Yo, this is T Duff from WTNUphilly.com, the community unity station where independent artists get their music played. You heard me?
Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. 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 Blunts in the Basement, first placement. 5L rotation, passing, adjacent. So high, make you wonder where the bass went. A good light, then good night, your face went. To the pillow with table, ready, willing, and able. Supreme team, no need for replacement. Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. 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 Gang war and six pack, don't get your shit smacked. Don't bring no ride with your lie. We done did that. It's time to kick back, smoke on that loud pack, roll a L up and spark the hell up. Did you get that? Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. 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 Welcome to Blunts in the Basement.
Stay with the consistent content. You know, it's a lot going on in the world. We got a lot to talk about, man. It's going down, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's all kind of
smoke
stuff
with
going
us.
on, man.
Come joke with us.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Take a couple totes with us.
That's right, man. You know,
in the basement.
Shout out to all the folks out there. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? The listeners, the non-listeners, the listeners now, the listeners later.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Speaking of all that shit remind me of some candy. Now and later. And this is some peanut butter candy. What you smoking on?
What's this shit? What was that?
That's monster cookies right there.
Yeah. No, this is some piss mints.
Oh, you mixed the cheetah piss in the mints?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, he over there fried. Yeah, he's a fried guy.
That nigga sleep.
Yeah.
Both of them Jones is murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Piss mints.
what we getting into today, Pac? Yeah, I mean, what we come to talk to the people about?
Oh man, we want to start. You want to start? We can start talking with. We can start with. We go back to Kyrie. We can go to Gay. We can go to Deion Sanders. It's not. We can go to Stephen A. Smith and Corey Holcomb.
You definitely.
It's a few different lanes we can go in, man.
Okay. Well, check it. Just for the people to know, this is pretty much the special sports edition of Blunts in the Basement. I know most of the topics we talk about today is sports involved. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so we coming to give y'all a nice little update.
Sports? You want to go to sports?
It's all sports. Deion is sports. It's pretty much a sports show today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's pretty sporty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sporty.
So
It's pretty sporty.
I say let's go into the Deion thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people coming at my man Prime Time Nick. You know what I mean? And you know, I think just the way of the world right now, just the realities of the world is just fucked up. And once people are confronted with the realism of good deeds, I guess, I think Deion's intentions were good when he went to Jackson State. I think his intentions was good.
I was going to say, look at this boy.
Big world.
Yo, what's up, big world?
What's good with you, man? You kind of on the podcast right now.
Yeah, we on a podcast right now. This is my man, Big World.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to get him down here one day. That's Big World, everybody. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
That's my man, Big World, right there.
Big World right there.
You know what I mean?
If you got bikes, as soon as the spring hit, Big World Bike Club, we're going to be on the drive.
Yeah, Big World Bike
Getting healthy.
Back this spring, man.
What's up with you, man?
What's up, that guy?
Yeah, I'm celebrating. I'm 304 right now, buddy boy.
Yeah, he dropping it, huh?
Yeah, the lowest was 309. I'm 304.
That's what's
So
up.
I got like 55 more pounds to go.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up.
Changing that diet up, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just don't celebrate with a Twinkie.
In a minute faster, monkey boy.
You know what I mean?
Have a strawberry banana shake. You know what I mean? Trust me, it's good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Check.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, man. We gotta get you here. We gotta get you back on the podcast, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm with it.
Yeah, but we're gonna get with you later, all right?
All right, peace.
All right, be safe out there, you hear me?
All right.
Call me if you need me, too.
Yup. My man, Big World. That's another thing. Tour. You gotta get your bike together, man. Fuck all this fat shit, man. 2023.
Yeah, man, health is wealth.
2023,
man.
health is wealth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you come
Get your
right
bike.
out.
Listen.
Get your bike
I'm
and
gonna
come
tell
join
you.
us, man.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. I am in shape.
Yeah, round.
We all
That's
got
right.
shapes. Yeah.
I'm in shape.
Yeah.
Potatoes and
I'm
shit
round.
like that. I'm just saying, dog. I mean, if you cool with it, you know what I mean? I refuse to be cool with it, man. Get your bike, man. Come on out, get
Change
this
your life,
exercise
man.
in with us, man.
Change your life, man.
It's just missing two things, man.
Let's get that.
What's that?
You missed the Amazon. Amazon owes you
Motivation.
something. As much as you order from
It's
Amazon,
missing two things.
Them
Motivation
motherfuckers
and
owe you
dedication,
shit.
man. That's what it's missing.
it's missing an
And
ass and
motivation
some
and
feet. That's what it's
dedication,
missing.
And a power with her.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Come on out, man. Come ride with us, man. You know what I
And
mean? We
the power
smoke, we
wheel.
ride,
That's
we
what-
do
that's-
all that, man.
That's what it's missing. It's missing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta have a power wheel. I'm thinking I'm gonna grab me up a front one.
That shit missing.
Yeah.
An ass and some feet. That's what it's missing. A motherfucker to
Mhm.
ride that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Let's get it. All right, so
See, look, we not all assing. It's not Maryland, ready. We not all assing
Yeah.
around that joint. We cruise,
It's comfortable.
talking, check out the scenery. You know what I'm saying? All
I
that.
feel you.
know what I
I'm
It's
with
really-
that.
it's
afterwards,
really
a
good
super
ride.
session.
I'm keeping it a beam, dog. Like it's been so
You like
long.
being fat.
No,
I'm
it's
just
been
playing
so
with you.
long. The last time that I rode, I damn near felt as though I was going to die. Last time I rode a bike, and I
But
rode it.
look at you. You
I
still
rode it
here.
from. I rode it from here to Arch Street,
Oh,
which was
shit.
what, a mile?
Oh,
Not
shit.
even a mile. I thought I was going to die, man. I got there. My brother opened the door. He said, "Damn, what the fuck's wrong with you?" I was like.
You smoking too much, man.
Yeah, so I was like, oh
It's the
man.
backwoods.
So
Yeah.
what I said was, I don't mind riding, but I need the assist. You know what I'm saying? Because going up those hills, I'm gonna need the
Well, that's
assist.
the thing. The route we take, it ain't really no real hills like
Man,
that.
you
It's,
know
it's,
what?
it's some
You in
inclines.
West Philly, it's hills.
No,
man.
but we don't ride
We
in
on
West
the
Philly.
Parkway.
We ride the drive. We go down up and down
You
East
gotta
West
get to
River
the
Drive.
drive.
No, we taking on the car. Take the car to the drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the drive.
Because
That's
the
how
drive
I
is
like it.
13 miles. The drive is 13 and some change. So once you do that, that's the workout. You know what I
You
mean?
can start off doing 6, though. You ride
Do
with the joint.
one half.
One half of the joint.
Yeah, up the joint and well, you
But
talking
you-
about going
You
start-
ride to
We
South
ride the
Philly.
whole thing.
We ride to
Come
South
all the way
Philly
back
and then we
around.
come all the way back to East Falls and come back.
Yeah.
You start off on King Drive and go to West River. I mean, you start off on King Drive
Yeah.
and go over to Kelly.
Yeah. We started Kelly and go over to
Oh,
Kelly.
you start off in Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all that though, man. The scenery. You know
Yeah.
what I
Man,
mean?
I love King Drive.
And you'll be
King
surprised
Drive
at
is nice. I
the
love
weight you
King
drop.
Drive.
Once you get used to going with us and you can start keeping pace. Oh man, it's roll.
Change your life, brother. It'll change your life.
But you know, it's all. It's
And like I
all-
said, afterwards we smoke. We have a crazy session. At least a 3-hour session once we get done.
I feel you. I'm not. Bro, you ain't working to convince me. I understand that.
Yeah, so folks, I understand. So folks out there, you know what I mean, we got the Big Bro Bike Club. We're gonna get that thing rolling. We're gonna start with the page, Facebook
weather
page.
breaks.
So if you know what I mean, if you want to get out there and ride with us, you know what I mean, male or female, you know what I'm saying, come on out there and ride with us. We do it in the morning and the evening time, in the summertime, you know. Me and my man B, we double up on them.
It's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
Philly.
Make sure y'all let them know where it is.
Right, right.
Yes, definitely in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
If you come with us, it's your opportunity to really come smoke with us.
Yeah, but
Come
it
get
ain't about
healthy
the
with
smoke.
us.
That's
Come, but it's an opportunity for the people that's listening. You come, you ride with us. You You know what I mean? Then after that, you smoke with us. It's like it's pretty much gonna be this same type energy, but just after we done did something good for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, because who knows? You know what I mean? I'm sure there's people out there that would love being here on this session, smoking this good.
Right, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely have a session like that.
You know what I'm saying? Come hang with the kings.
True that.
Alright. So, back to Dieon, dog. Because we all over
man.
the place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But back to Dieon, yo. I think Deion did what the fuck he had to do. Bottom line.
All right. I mean, I understand he did what he had to do. You know, but it's a reason why these things are going down. You know, it's a reason why there wasn't enough money to go around. As we start doing a little digging, and the rabbit hole go deeper and deeper. You know, so it comes from the government, underfunding these schools, and that's where it comes from. You know, so
HBCU schools, to be exact.
right.
You know what I mean? State schools, them Jones is cool. But the HBCUs, the reason why HBCUs is, you know what I mean, like, they trying to make them motherfuckers become defunct and non-existent, pretty much. Like, it's a testament to our resilience as the people, the fact that HBCUs is still even open. The fact that HBCUs even came into existence,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, is about the resilience of our people. You know what I mean? Because HBCUs existed in a time when niggas wasn't even supposed to be able to read and write.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It was against the law.
You know what I mean? So these motherfuckers went and created constitutions to teach niggas how to read and write. And I say, nigga, you know what I mean. I'm talking about kings and queens. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, this shit is all on purpose. And Deion just got a grade A front row experience of that shit. And trying to do something that I think was morally right. You know what I mean? But it comes a point in time when...
So the question is this, though. I mean, I understand it's about money. I understand it's about money, and I understand they was putting the pressure on him where he had to make a move because everything he was fighting for to get, it was coming out there and coming out of his pocket or something. So people are upset. People are upset because it's the impact that he made on the community. He changed a lot of people's lives. He gave the people of that town, that community, something to look forward to by coming to those games. He filled the seats up, And if he changed, and what's so significant is that he's such a hell of a coach. He's such a hell of a coach and a hell of a person that he changed that whole program around. They went undefeated this year. It was 12-0.
And didn't get an invite to a bowl game. I don't understand that. Like, if you 12-0, whatever conference you in, you should be able to test your wit and your skill against the conferences that everybody get to see.
I agree.
Like they do in basketball.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
That's corny as shit. FBS.
I agree.
Now I know what the BS stand for.
And we know what the F stand for.
Well, the thing is, though, they let TCU. I think they was like ranked number 3 in the playoffs, and they got the brakes beat off them by Kansas State, and TCU was going undefeated until they got to the championship game, and Kansas State gave them all the work they wanted.
Yeah, they fucked my ticket
And
all
they
up.
still made number 3 and still made the playoffs.
Alabama was trying. They was trying to pull some
Ohio
shit so they
State.
could get in.
Ohio State
They took
made the
ass. They got beat the
playoffs.
fuck down by Michigan.
Michigan is in the playoffs, and I don't know. I forget.
Georgia.
Georgia, yes, that's it. Georgia.
They just the top 4 teams. It's more than them.
I'm just
in the
saying.
playoffs.
No. That's the playoffs.
So now the playoffs is just 4 teams now. I thought they expanded it.
No, it's just 4 teams in the
Man,
playoffs.
FBS, man. Step your game up.
It's always been just 4 teams. It's just 4 teams in the playoffs, and everybody else is in a bowl game. You know, that's those Pasadena bowls
Yeah,
and
them Jaws
yeah,
used to mean something, but don't now.
don't now.
Yeah, I mean,
Rose Bowl and all of those bowls. Only bowl that means something now is like the Fiesta Bowl.
well,
That's the championship.
the
game.
way they used to do it back in the day is every year they would rotate. It would be a different bowl that was the main game.
Yep.
But what's so crazy is that I thought ESPN picked up a contract with the HBCU, so they're gonna get some airplay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they've been getting like little.
Deion got him an airplay because everywhere he went, they was recording.
Yeah, I watched a couple
Everywhere
Jackson,
they went, they
Jackson
recorded.
State Jones this year.
Right.
Deion,
Right.
but
And,
I mean,
and you got other coaches that's talking shit or just talking mess. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't do they got half the impact as he had. Eddie George.
let's
My bad.
I feel you. Let's take Johnson C. Smith for example, the Golden Bulls, where my cousin went and was the starting quarterback for 4 years, and they had a top coach who won the SWAC and everything, and they horrible. I think they won. I think for his whole 4 years, I think he totally won a total of maybe 6 games out of his whole 4 years. Man, they were horrible, and I watched damn near every game.
Look, I say this right, and to me, like I tend to. Well, I'm a Gemini, so
Lincoln,
I'm on the
horrible.
I'm on the
Cheney,
realistic side
horrible.
today, right? But check this out, right? See what should happen from Deion's presence in Jackson State, whether he was there for 2 years or whether he stayed there for 10, right? Is that same enthusiasm that he brought to the school and to the area?
Yeah.
There's other people there that can pick up on that. Like they might not have the publicity as Deion, or they might not have, you know what I mean? But it's other people. No, look.
I'm glad you looked at him.
No, this is the point that I'm making. This is the point I'm trying to make.
All right,
Is that
hold on. We're gonna go. Bang. We're gonna go close on it. Go ahead, make your
the
point.
point that I'm trying to make is this, right? Deion, we already know Deion is a top tier personality, regardless of, you know what I mean, whatever. He's a top tier personality. You know what I'm saying? So when he went to Jackson State, you know, his intent, I believe, was to do something for the HBCUs and try to help build them up and help give them a little bit more credibility.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying, amongst all the rest of the schools, right? But I think that them players that he had on this fucking however many games they won this year, undefeated season, they still gonna be on the team next year, right? So
A couple of them come with him.
the coaches that was on this team, but I'm sure if he leaving, I'm sure it's still going to be some of the coaches that was on this team that's going to stick around.
It was his staff.
So he ain't have none of the HBCU
They
staff.
wouldn't even get him passed. They would get paid.
So the point that I'm making is somebody can keep this legacy going without Deion. Because once you around somebody like that, you see how they coaching, you see you see all that. You know what I mean? It should be able to be one or a few of those other coaches that coach with him
What's
that
the
have the
number one-
respect of the team that can build that shit up and keep it going, keep the energy going.
Fuck
Hey,
this.
okay.
I got a question. What's the number one thing when it comes down to college sports that a coach needs?
Players,
How do they go about getting those players? Recruitment. And if you was a player and you had Coach Gang War, all right, taking over for Coach Prime, okay?
But I'm biased because you talk about gang war. I would be cool.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Here we go. Pat.
Yes, sir.
I can't talk to this guy. This guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thank you, man.
Pat.
For real.
you got you're being recruited. You're the top recruit coming out of school. Okay?
Yeah.
You got Coach Prime over here saying, come to Colorado, kid. Then you got Coach Gangwell over here saying, yo, come to Jackson State. You know, Coach Prime built us up. We got the latest shit.
We got all the bitches. I mean,
Where you going, man? Where you going, man? All right.
You rather be
Coach
Jackson?
Prime has the undefeated season, not Coach Gangwell.
What Coach Gangwell say?
We got all the bitches. Come on over here, man. We gonna win. We gonna
Well,
celebrate.
Pat, you're the number one recruit coming out of the state. Black recruit coming out of the state, man. You got all of them on your top, man. You got Ohio State on your top.
I'll
You got
recruit
Penn State coming on
Jackson
your
State.
top.
Let me go recruit for you.
You got Alabama, Georgia, man. You got Colorado. You got them all on your top, bro.
Oh man.
And now you got Coach Gangwell sitting in your living room.
Come
on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
First and foremost,
Where you going? Where you going?
this is how I'm gonna get him. First and foremost, when I pull up to
It
each crib,
don't, basically, I'm saying, wait a minute. Basically, I'm saying it don't matter who's taking over the program because when it comes down to recruitment, they going after the name and the record that Coach Dieon, that Coach Prime had.
Yep.
They not looking for, they not checking for what Coach Gangwell had.
I got an example for you though. All right, just a little contrary.
Because Coach Gangwell was on Coach Prime's staff and took over.
Yeah, about to say his little league
just
coaching.
a little contrary.
Little league coaching record. Yeah.
Check it out. All right, now at the end of the day, the way I'm coming to the recruitments, like I'm going to the recruits, I'm gonna wear like whatever the championship belt or the ring was or the trophy. I'm bringing all that shit with me from the undefeated season. You know what I mean? I'm starting off at the door like holding the trophy and shit. Like
that's not your undefeated season.
You know what I mean?
That's not your undefeated season.
Coach Gang will represent Jackson State. You know, you see the
was
name
there.
right here, Jackson State.
You was on the sideline, but you didn't lead that. You didn't lead that.
We winners, man. We champions. Regardless of all that other stuff, we champions. I'm gonna give you another example. All right, and this ain't me taking a shot at you. This is just in general, right? Fucking Cowboys fans. All right. No. Now look at how I'm gonna mix them together. Look at how they go together.
I'm listening.
Cowboys ain't won shit since the 90s. Okay? You got niggas under 30 talking about they Cowboys fans. Now, first and foremost, if you under 30, you ain't seen none of them championships.
That's true.
Right? But yet and still, you a fan. Right? So, I don't know what Jackson State logo is and what their mascot is and all that shit.
Yeah, that's you, John.
All right, right. I'm not sure if it's a motherfucking dragon or a tiger. It's one of them fucking shits. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, Deion set a trend that can continue without Deion.
Bro.
That's all I'm saying.
It was built off of Deion's
It
name.
It ain't gonna be the same.
It was not going to be the same.
Look. You got ex NFL players there. Like I said, Eddie George. It's not the same impact.
Nope.
He at his school, it's not the same impact as it is.
I'm not saying it's going to be the same impact,
culture,
but I'm
man.
saying,
But
but that
listen,
culture, the culture that the coach set can live on beyond the coach.
If it's
That's
not
all
one
I'm
of
saying.
if it's not one of Deion's predecessors, it won't be the same.
I think it needs to be somebody that was on the staff with Deion and just
All right.
says, you know what,
I feel
Deion,
what you're
you
saying.
go ahead and go to Colorado. I'll take care of the youngins. Y'all ready? Yeah, fight. And then he rally them motherfuckers up and keep it going. Keep doing the same shit. Deion gave them a bigger voice.
Yeah,
right?
but
them
he's
motherfuckers played their own football and won their own undefeated season. He's just a coach. Deion ain't get out there and get no interceptions. He ain't return no punts. He ain't do none of that shit. So I'm saying them niggas that went undefeated they can still go undefeated again because they did it.
Well, you have great leadership.
But the thing is, they not all going to be there. You got some that's graduating, you got some that's going
Right.
to Colorado,
Right.
and you got some that's
Right.
transferring.
Don't say what you just said. That you got to recant
No,
what you just said.
Because
bro.
if you go in and you the general, right, and we out and we at war, football war, whatever, right, and
Yeah.
you die, I'm taking place. I'm going to be a good leader too. So it's like I'm going
That's
to
early.
learn from the shit that we did and we survived and did well all along. And then once you go, I'm going to utilize that and maybe try to implement, you know what I mean, my little twist to it and see if we can really.
And
you
that's
know,
what
compete.
and that's where it goes off. And that's
I'm a
when you
genius,
go.
though.
You know, that's where it go off right there. He said that's going to implement why you go what the script was for the rip, and then you won't fall off. But see,
I learned
just
in the
like any
shadows,
good
like,
team, any good team always got a great coach. Am I lying?
Absolutely.
So you know what I'm saying? So what you said that don't count.
Deion should have woke up the great coach and some of them other I want to be great coaches that was on the staff, and now one of them step up and be like, you know what, I'm great now.
It got to be somebody who's going to inspire the kids too.
To make them want to come. It's one
somebody
thing.
gonna inspire the kids.
It's one thing, you got to get them there. Now, once they there, now you can inspire them to play, but you got to inspire them to want to come.
Right, because that's what Deion.
Why would I want to come there? The
Right.
person I wanted to come there for is gone.
Because the highest recruit, was down going with Deion over to Colorado.
He gone. And Deion taking his son. His son is the quarterback.
I don't think
Yeah.
his son can go.
I think his son is going.
His son is going.
His son is going to Colorado.
Because the boy Owen McNow's the quarterback of Colorado. He said he out of here.
Yep.
He put his transfer in.
Yep, the son is going, dog. The son is taking over. He because his son was the quarterback who led them to the undefeated season.
Dude.
I mean, I just be trying to breathe a little positivity into a sad situation.
He trying to make it where his son get
I'm
drafted
saying-
though, because now him playing in Colorado is definitely going up his
His son was
profile.
gonna get drafted.
Right, but you
with
know
him
what's
at
so
Jackson
crazy
State.
though? You know
He's
what's,
making his draft value higher. That's what
I mean, it hurts because you see the impact he had in 3 years. Just imagine he was there for 6 years.
Yeah, imagine if he was one of those old school coaches like the coach for Grambling. Oh man,
You know you're
Doug
talking about
Williams.
the legend.
and-
Best record all time.
Yeah, man. Just
Yeah.
imagine like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that opportunity, man. He could.
Yeah.
He owned the SWAC.
But that
You
the
see what I'm
problem
saying?
is
He
Deion
owned
is
the
a bigger
SWAC.
personality than
The SWAC.
fucking HBCU.
Than the
yeah,
SWAC.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That like Deion just I'm not even talking about like his prestige, just his
No,
personality.
it's
alone.
Colorado. Is Colorado what, the Pac-12 or it's a Midwest school,
I
right?
mean, it's
I'm not
a
sure.
top school. It's a top division school.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think maybe
He can
Pac-12,
go against the Georgias and all them if he
Yeah.
wants to too.
All right. Question. I got a question. Yo, if he don't have the first 2 seasons, he stank it up a little. Is he out of there?
No.
But if the next 2 seasons after that he don't get it together, he gonna be right back at Jackson State.
If he don't get it under control, they'll probably give him. They'll give him 2 seasons to try to get the program right. But if they by that 3rd season, if the program is not more winning than have a winning season, all right, I tell you like this: if he don't get them to a bowl game in 3 years, he gone. Because the only thing you gotta do to get to a bowl game is win 6 games,
Well,
and you win a bowl game. Supposedly.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and it's just me being a little psychic, a little futuristic with my thoughts. He'll have him in the bowl game by his 2nd year. First year, he might have him in the bowl game his 1st year. Because you figure programs like Colorado, he gonna have holdover. He gonna have players that are decent players. All he gotta do is go get his top tier players, his top 100 players in the recruiting class, and set himself up for the following year. You know what I mean? But I think with that energy that he brings to the table, they gonna compete his 1st year. Because Colorado ain't in no super tough division.
He in the Pac-12, right?
Yeah, so he gonna
Is
be
it
going
the
against
Pac-12?
like Indiana.
It is the
shit like
Pac-12,
that,
right?
I think so.
Or is it one of those Midwest conferences? One of the two. But I think it's the Pac-12.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's the Pac-12. Because Utah's in the Pac-12, so yeah, I think it's the Pac-12.
Yeah. So just to tater tot off of that.
Which is a major conference. Pac-12.
It is, but it ain't no
SEC.
champions coming out of that shit.
It's not it's not the SEC conference. It's not like the SEC
Yeah,
or the
ACC with
ACC,
Georgia and Alabama
ACC,
and all them, you know what I mean?
SEC. You know
Like,
what I
that's
mean?
the top joint.
Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and Alabama's
LSU.
SEC. That's SEC.
Yeah, that's the toughest division in the joint. And then the joint that Penn State is in.
That's the Big Ten.
With them,
Big Ten right
Ohio
there,
State,
baby.
you know
That's
what I
the
mean?
Big Ten. That's the Big Ten.
How you like the Monster Kids?
Don't
You don't?
can't get it from. You know what I mean? But what about
Shit
the
flew right there.
what about the HBCUs being underfunded?
That's what I was waiting for.
You know, they're being underfunded by billions of dollars.
Now, can I add? It's another question.
What's that?
How do the HBCUs normally get funded? Because I also heard in the same piece that told me about the Dieon thing, she said that HBCUs don't really request money from their alumni like that. Like it's like because they do, like, the alumni can give back, but they don't go after the alumni saying, "Oh yeah, you need to hook us up." You need to,
Right.
they're not like HBCUs don't do that. They're not like Temple or those predominantly white institutions, Penn States and Kutztowns. Anyway, they try to get you to send that check every year. You know what I'm saying? So, how do they go about their funding? How do they get their normal funding? Do they normal funding just come from the federal and state government?
Yeah,
And that's it? Or and tuitions?
With tuitions, I would say, and they probably not. That's probably a problem. Is that the alumni of these HBCUs are probably not giving back.
They don't.
But you know what? But at the same time,
Go ahead.
these HBCUs
They
is
shouldn't
not
have
big.
to.
They're not as big as these universities. It's a larger.
But I mean, you got coming out of some of these HBCUs, you got doctors, lawyers, scientists. They make this computer scientists. You got some big money. You got some successful people coming out of here that should be contributing back to their universities.
I got just a solution to that
Gang
problem.
war.
I got a solution to that problem, right? Just hit up Kanye. You know what I mean?
Why, man? We talking about something serious, and you always.
You're an asshole. You're an asshole.
You need positive, uplifting
Oh no! I got
things for
something
black
you.
folk with his
Hold on,
money.
I got
You know what I
something.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so holla at Yeezy. Like, look,
Man, hold on, man. You didn't go too far now. You got no business like that.
you got holla at Ye, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what's
Boy,
going on
tripping,
now.
man.
You know what I mean? Holla at Ye.
Holla, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
You know what I mean? He can
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
man. Come on, man.
He can take care of all
Come
that.
on now, dog.
Yo, at Kanye on the jaws, man. Kanye, man, tune in, man. We need you.
Yeah, but I got something for y'all, man. It says HBCUs across the U.S. have historically been underfunded by billions of dollars. Between 2018 and 2021, FAMU received less combined state funds than UF received in a single year. This lawsuit is the latest in a single string of surrounding the underfunding of HBCUs across the country. So it's really is.
What source was that?
And this is from by Jessica Bryant. She's a writer along with Evan Castillo. It's just I'm gonna show. I got something else to talk about too here. You look up on Forbes. He has different schools at different HBCUs. You have North Carolina A&T State University down in Greensboro, North Carolina. Their full-time enrollment is 11,681, and the amount underfunded is $2,758,683,044. So it's astronomical. We have Florida A&M University.
Yeah, A&M. I heard
All
about
right.
A&M.
Tallahassee, Florida.
That shit flowing now.
Full-time enrollment is a little under 10,000. Amount underfunded is $1,936,182,954. So it's incredible, man. Southern University of A&M College in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Southern University.
$1,370,992,619.
Southern's known. They got Grammy winning. Their band is Grammy winning.
They got
Southern's band is Grammy winning.
Yeah,
Just like Grambling.
they
Their bands are Grammy winning down
they
there.
band is actually infamous. Like
Yeah,
they are.
like they
you know what I
Grammy
mean?
winning.
Like, yeah.
Grammy winning.
Yeah.
and they've set that precedent throughout for
Years.
decades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Then
saying?
we got Lincoln University with 1,109,499,602.
All right, wait a minute though. Did they put Cheney in there?
I didn't. If I went further down the list,
Poor
it probably
Cheney.
had there. You know,
Poor Cheney.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Poor Cheney. And Lincoln, man. Jeez.
Man,
Yeah, we gotta do better, man.
last time I checked up, Cheney was like less than 12 on it.
But the reason why
I think Cheney got. I don't know though, because the only reason why they still open is because they part of the Pennsylvania state school system, man. Has to be. Has to be, bro. They've been trying to take Cheney accreditation for the longest.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was in college, back in 92. 93,
Cheney
94.
is one of the first HBCUs.
They are one of the
one of the originals.
Them in Lincoln, one of the
Lincoln.
originals.
Yeah.
One of the originals. Underground Railroad type joint.
Yeah, because
Hampton.
this was
Hampton, Howard,
Virginia State.
Virginia State.
yeah. It's like a lot of them joints. Is Lincoln and
Norfolk
Cheney.
State.
Norfolk, yeah,
They're HBCU.
Bethune
yeah,
Cookman.
and HBCU.
Mm-hmm. Bethune Cookman.
Yo.
But the ones that's here in Pennsylvania
It's only
are,
two.
are older
That's
because
that's Lincoln and Cheney.
Pennsylvania was one of the first states that you ain't had to worry about slavery and all that ain't mattered. Like South Philly is where they held a lot of the early freed slaves. Like it was like two places in the country at the time where the Underground Railroad you can come out and be cool. And those places was to get to South Philly you was cool, and if you got to, I believe it was Harlem, you was cool. You know what I mean? And that's where all the freed slaves were able to go and prosper and not have to worry about, you know what I mean? Nobody, I owe you. I own you.
I hate to say this, and the craziness is to get to Philadelphia. In order for you to get to South Philadelphia, was Wilmington. And you got to Wilmington, and then it was a guy that got you from Wilmington into Philadelphia.
Well, it was another route, just so you know. It came up through the Belmont Plateau. That big crib that always got the lights when you go to get on the expressway, when you going down Belmont, you making that right to get on the expressway to your left. That beat where Beef had his joint at, that was like some rich white people that let them come up through the basement and then cut through the parks and all that shit to get to South Philly. You know what I mean? And then it was also routes from Germantown and upper North Philly that went underground to get you to South Philly. And I only know this because I had folks that lived on Broad Street, and in their basement, they had Underground Railroad tunneling in their basement and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit was real. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Philly played a major part in that shit.
It was real. Definitely, well, Philly was the stop to get to Harlem. Like you said, and Harlem was the stop. It was Philly.
Philly and Harlem was the only two places where we could prosper.
That's the prosper, but they was also the stop on the way to Canada.
Okay,
True.
getting out of America. I got you. Yeah.
What was the
Wait,
la-
Canada.
what was the last HBCU bill? Say,
I want to say peer review out in Texas. It's it was an HBCU built out there. I want to say peer review.
I'd be
Because
damned if I ain't gonna use Google.
It's either peer review or Sam Austin, but I want to say peer review. I think it was peer review.
When was the last HBCU built? (1837) to 18. What? What is the newest HBCU? American Baptist College in Nashville.
2013. I see that one. I was talking about before that one. You know, yeah, 18. If it was 18 something,
Lincoln was 1854. Cheney was 1837, and Cheney is the first. Cheney, I knew it started
Cheney
here.
need to be beefed up, man.
I knew it started
Yo,
in
man,
Pennsylvania.
help Cheney,
because
man.
it's free.
How can you be
You know
the
what I
very
mean?
first HBCU and they trying to pull your accreditation? They're trying to close you down, man. Come on now, stop.
Man,
Stop.
my lady
That is hurting me,
my
man.
lady graduated from Cheney, man.
That is hurting me, man, because they
We got graduated from Cheney too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
We
for
was-
real.
We stayed up
That
too.
was all through there.
all right, here we go. How many classes did y'all take? Red Man and Method Man.
Relations. We took relations.
Red Man and Method Man. How many classes did y'all take? How many
That's
times did y'all
relations
talk to y'all
101.
counselor and professors?
What's the class? What's the class in flowers? What's the
Botany.
botany? There you go.
And look who we got. Who we at now?
You know what I mean?
All these years later.
What you said? You did the botany, he did communications, right?
Relations.
And y'all,
I don't
so
even know if
you
that's
majored
class.
in botany, he majored in communications,
You see how
and
we
y'all
having that
minored in
gas?
relations.
You
Y'all
see
both
how
minored in
we having
relations.
that gas? Botany.
I stayed
Rip.
smoking his homework.
You know?
You know what I mean? Fuck that.
Real.
What's this here? Oh, man.
Told you, I don't know what's up with that joint,
Botany.
It's like,
Y'all boys
I'm
is
falling.
All
man.
right. So
That kick. That joint was-
are we? So I know this is a mini show. But is there a battle of the buds, or this just a smoke show?
This ain't a good. I got some other shit I could battle with, but it ain't a battle.
Still,
with
still,
Buds.
you know, the champ is still reigning, man. You know what I mean?
I went and got what he had last time. So
It's worth that.
So it'd be a tie.
Man, that Dosey Mints was all that.
So it'd be a tie.
Dosey Mints
Yeah.
was.
That
That
was
was
damn.
something
I'm just
new.
about to be like, nah, I'm nigga.
That was something new.
My shit amphibia. No, my shit amphibia. No.
Yeah, so I was, you know, mixed it all up. And the dosey piss.
You know what I mean?
So what was the other topic you said you had? It was a Kanye topic you said?
Sports.
Oh,
You said I did say something about some Kanye. What was that? I don't even. Oh, you said you're talking about bringing Kanye and Kyrie back so they can.
It's all kind of, it's just so much going on. You know, he always saying something crazy, but you know, that's my man. I got love and respect for you, Yang.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
easy,
I
man.
beg with you, Yang. You know what I
We
mean?
with you, man.
People be saying you talking crazy, this and that.
You do
They don't,
be.
they don't be
I
reading between
understand.
the lines, man.
I
Like
understand.
everybody, it's the same. It's the same as like when people be talking. Some people, when we talk, we got jive and I talk at the same time. So you're not taking everything I'm saying, then, because I'll be having you laughing and joking and shit like that while we chilling and smoking bars. But but anyway, so through the jive, you get the message of what I'm saying, whether I'm telling a story or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take everything he's saying. You know what I mean? But when you start landing about the masses and what's going on, you gotta pay attention. But you know what it is? We so used to being slaves. Our mindset, that we look at him as being crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the one going, well, I don't like this and I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like that. We all like, what's wrong with him? He acting crazy. But our mindset, then we go right back to, yeah, doing what we usually do. going through our phone, living through our phone. Gotta go back to work every day. Everything work.
Right. I would say
And he
this
broken.
though.
He breaking the mold.
Yeah, I think Ye is just.
He even throwing away his bread.
All Ye did was remove the filter.
It's really telling you something.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of industry people, you know, when they get interviewed and all that, like it's a certain format that they gotta, you know what I mean, abide by or whatever, you know, just to stay in uniform with what everybody else is doing. And I think what Yeezy do is he takes the filter off. Like you ask him a question, you think you're gonna get that same type of response that everybody that interviewed before him was gonna give you, but this shit is gonna be way left. But the fact that it's left don't necessarily make it untrue, or you know what I mean, not the way he, you know what I mean. Like at the end of the day, I'm a Gemini too, so I know I'm all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Ye crazy at all. I think when he say that shit, I'll be like, yo, that nigga crazy as shit. But I'm not saying it like psychotic crazy. I'm saying that nigga crazy. Like that nigga say whatever. Like, he don't give a fuck.
I know one thing.
It's still real.
He wasn't. He wasn't crazy enough to take them pills when they wanted him to take.
How about that?
Yeah, all right.
He's super woke. You know what I'm saying? Like he got enough money and enough time where he can just learn and just, you know what I mean. So I think he takes in so much that by the time he reverberates it back to the people, you know what I mean, it sounds like a run-on sentence, but it's like it's still information and knowledge. You just got to keep up.
He just wanted to be. He just wanted parody.
I can see that.
And once he couldn't get the parody, he was just like, you know what? All right, I gotta try to break this mold. If you ain't trying me to look at me as an equal, you know what I'm saying? Then all right, I gotta start calling shit out the way I see it then, because you are controlling everything I'm trying to do. So that's why he said, fuck it. All right, you go ahead and take this fucking Adidas shit. Go ahead and take that shit.
I think it was tactical.
I think it was very technical. Now he's free to say and do what he want to do.
Because at the end
You know
of
what I mean?
the day,
Because you're not controlling what the fuck I
money.
say. You're not controlling none of this stuff.
Adidas was getting money off of his name, his brand.
Right, and
You know
now
what I mean? So at the end of the day, the only way you can get back your name and your brand is to get rid of the leeches that's sucking off and eating your shit. Because at the end of the day, that name and that brand is his and his alone. So anybody that understand business, you know what I mean, or whatever, I see that as that was the perfect business tactic for him to win in the long run. Because it looked like he was winning, getting his percentage off of his name. But imagine he got the same money where he can give you the same quality sneaker that Adidas was giving you with his name on it. And have that, he has that kind of bread. And he can make that money on his own. He can make that shit half the price and make more money than he was making doing it with Adidas.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So if you understand business, that was the best business move ever.
Right.
Just the way he did it wasn't the norm.
Right.
But who say he gotta be the norm and how he do it?
That's right. And this to say something about Kyrie, you know what I mean, about Kyrie, you know, since he lost his Nike contract and everything, who cares? You know what I mean? We ain't worry about Nike. I don't care about Nike. I got Timbs on my feet. I ain't worrying about that. You know what I mean? I wear flip-flops in the summertime. I ain't worry about that shit.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? We'll see what you can pick up. But it's a brother named Psy Collective. You know what I mean? Shout out to that brother. He a brother up and coming. He make clothes and make all kinds of crazy clothing. Not saying crazy, but you know I'm talking about where it's fly. You know what I'm saying? He
That's
makes
the crazy I met when I said talk about Kanye.
You know, it's fly. You know, he make fly sneakers and everything. So he reached out to Kyrie and said, listen, man, you know, let's get together. You know what I mean? You can create a sneaker over here with me. You know what I'm saying? You can get 100% of proceedings. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just want you to, you know what I mean? See, we can come together and make something happen. So, you know, people reached out to him. We never reached out to Kyrie. Reached out to Kyrie Peoples and everything. And they going to meet up and talk. So I can't wait to see, you know, how this go forward,
dope.
man. You know?
That's dope.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
So he inadvertently just adopted the whole Kanye fucking scenario to use for himself.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's really tight, man. I like that, man.
Because at the end of the day, man, to make a name, you don't need to use somebody else's name. It's all about building your brand. Once you build your brand and you have a following, and once your following grows, that all that's going with the brand. So Kanye is gonna win if he made a fucking, if he was at what he was supposed to be at, what, like two billion or 2.5 billion, some shit like that.
Right.
So if he made that with them, I see him in the next 10 years being the richest man in the fucking world. You know what I mean? Or one of them.
Same, man.
You know what I'm saying? When because he's that influential.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To to the culture.
Yeah. Yeah. And they know it. They know it.
So get him, Ye. Get him. Get him. Get him, Kyrie. Get him.
It's all
It's
about
out
building,
there,
man. Building and networking, man. Now it's time for us to come together and build a network, man.
We don't need nobody but us.
That's right, man.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
You know? So
And she, you know what it is, man? It's the same as President Eisenhower said years ago before it was even born. But you know, you looking dibble and dabble when you looking at history and stuff. He said the greatest enemy to the U.S. is black unity.
that's real shit. Because if we get black unity, you know what the U.S. will really stand for? Us. We run this shit
You know what I'm saying?
properly.
So it's heavy, man. It's heavy, man. You know? It's heavy, man.
I mean, I just wanted to get to the point where I swear, man, like I was, you know what, I had a crazy ass conversation with another one of my homies and shit about politics and shit. Because he was saying I should become a politician and think about some shit like that.
Right.
If I did, I would definitely be the Snoop Dogg of the motherfucking Senate. Anyway, but we need, in order for shit to change, for real, in this country, other than the biblical prophecy or whenever that's time, it's that time, right? But
It's before your eyes.
But in order for shit to change here and shit to really succeed and shit have a level of equality, you know what I mean? Like, we need more of our people in power. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, whether it be political power, whether it be financial power, but I think unity creates power. You know what I mean?
That's all you need.
But at the end of the day, if we had unity amongst the successful people, you know what I'm saying? That's creating a power on another level. You know what I'm saying? That's creating a potential worldwide or nationwide type power. If we had Jay-Z and Kanye
Well,
and I'm
that's
trying
not
to think of
happening. We know, listen, gang, we know that the higher up, some boys is not paid to do that, man. Yeah, Kanye is breaking the mold. Why do you think everybody's silent? Why do you think everybody's silent? Where is his homies at when he was going through what he was going through? None of them step up for him, man. So if you understand that, then you wouldn't be saying that shit, gang, because them boys know if they get out of line, they gonna get whipped and they don't want to lose their fucking bread. But he's saying fuck all that, gang.
I understand that's what's going on. What I'm talking about.
That's what that's how it's always been.
Right, listen to me. I'm not referring to what's actual. I'm referring to what I would like to see.
True.
So at the end of the day, in order for shit to be better for everybody, all these motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Them niggas, us niggas, everybody need to get together on one accord and really build our own infrastructure that's going to stand its own against whatever comes into it. You know what I mean?
Right.
We got to stop hating and not loving each other. You know what I'm saying?
So, gang, let me say this to you, then. Whenever there's a uprising, right? He ain't never with the rich man, bro.
I understand that.
Hold on.
Okay.
It ain't never with the rich man, brother. It's with the poor man, because the poor man gets sick and tired of what he's saying, and he get up and he stand up, and then another poor man say, you know what? I'm tired of that shit too, and then it takes us to come together, and once we come together, we make the change, because they can't control it. They gonna have a voice. They'll have a voice, but they'll have no choice but to accept and say, you know what? I gotta get on the team, and if not, who going to support them when they try to live their life? Ain't nobody going to support them. So it's going to take us, the small man, the younger, the men, the people who try to get the voice. It's going to take us to come together. That's what's really going to take.
I mean,
because they can't control it.
It's stages to it, right?
Yeah.
But again, I'm not speaking about what's actual.
I know.
What I'm saying is, this is what the fuck I want for the world. Alright? I want everybody to work together, come together, the rich, the poor, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And build something that's gonna really last the testament of times. Right now, shit is bad. Shit is bad every fucking where right now.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Ain't nobody speaking up and doing shit about it. Everybody just like shit
Why?
is fucked up.
Why do you think so?
I
Why
mean,
do you?
there's a lot of pussies in the world, but at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, you know what I mean? I'm just sending this message out there to the people that's listening. That's who I can touch right now.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Unite. You know what I mean? Whoever your enemy, whatever it is, whoever ain't your enemy, try to build with. Whoever your enemy is, try to build, man. We need to build instead of destroy.
That's the problem,
You
though.
know what I mean?
See. All right. Wait.
And I'm talking about building amongst us.
I
Everything
know.
do is
I
dedicated to my
know.
people.
Like for us, you can have a mindset to want to build,
Right.
and somebody can say, "Yeah, I want to build. Yeah, I want to build," but don't nobody want to pick up that brick and carry it with you.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for brick pickers. The fuck? That's why.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So you gotta. That's why I always say back when I don't know how many episodes we done did with this, man. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it for a couple of years now. So if you're not building with people with the same mindset, the accomplishments will be nothing.
I agree.
That's why that's why and that's when. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I mean, Commander General Johanna, Bishop Nathaniel, all the Israelite groups that I learned from. You know what I'm saying? Sakari, HOI, the AOL, all of them. I got love for all of them. As long as we ain't talking that old crazy stuff, I got love for all of them, man. Because they wake me up. They woke me up, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody. And once you get woke up, then that's when the brotherhood and the unity come in at, man. But people be talking it but don't want to walk it, man. And that's the problem. And that's the problem right there. We gotta learn these things. You just can't turn on a light and it's on and popping. We gotta learn it. Like we gotta learn how to. Like we see, I seen all this domestic violence going on and shit. We hearing about shit in my neighborhood and on the news and stuff like that. We gotta learn how to love each other. Like that's what's so crazy. Like animals do shit instinctively, but we're the only ones that gotta learn what's good and bad. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy, straight up. So you know what I mean? We're like a people that's a lawless people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even going biblically. We just out of control because of what happened to us. Come from slavery, man. That's a lot of shit that's out of control. This is all the shit that me and you and everybody was rapping about in the 80s and 90s and all that shit. This is the aftermath of it.
Yeah.
The shoot 'em up, bang bang years.
Yeah.
The thugging out years and all that. This is the aftermath of all that. This is what you got now.
This shit corny. There's also some real shit, dog. Like
All the Cisco's and all that shit, and painting the gold hair and all that type stuff. This is the aftermath of what we got.
right. I mean, well,
Everything that's going on is upside down in this world, man. I'm talking about the things that we're taught. That's where I'm really going at. It's the things that we think that's sterile and we think is cool and it's really not. When I was a young boy, I was taught that you get as many girls as possible, tall. Bang as many joints, get it. That's how you thorough. That's how you be cool. You get bread, play some ball, and get many bitches. Total wrong, total opposite thing. I should be learning how to build something, get my mind right for my future, so I can be a better man for my family when I go to decide to have one. But I mean, we could say that come from the parenting and this and that. But what if you ain't got that? What if you ain't got that?
See, I was raised from both sides.
In the same house?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't. Go ahead.
My mom, I was really close. I'm still really close with my mom. So you can call me a mama's boy.
True, me too.
So my mom is the one who instilled in me that get your shit right type attitude. But then I had all brothers growing up.
Okay.
And my oldest brother is 7 years older than me. So he was 14 when I was 7. So, you know, he was going through his getting pussy phase and all that stuff, and I'm sitting right there watching it.
Same thing. My brother's 7 years older than me too.
Yeah, I'm sitting right there watching it. So, like you, I was also at that point of, yo, get as many bitches as you can and blah, 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 you know? But I also had that, no, I'm gonna grab this bitch and you know what I mean, I can, it was, I just had the innate ability to know this is a bitch you can cherish, this is a bitch you can smoke type joint. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I had that. I don't know. I was lucky. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's why I was able to stay with my wife so long. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Be with my wife so long because I was able to notice that. I really haven't been in too many relationships that where I had to be like, yo, I gotta leave this bitch before I kill this bitch. I haven't been in that. So I can't say I'm really not a great judge on that.
So my brother was a demolition man. I mean, like, I would come home from school and I would hear females screaming from the top of their lungs. You would hear all kinds of banging and booming and all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, all right, and then you go in the room in the fucking bed. I know my brother's room. You know what I'm saying? The bed be on this side of the room, and then you come in and like open the door, the bed on the other side of the room. You know what I'm saying? There's fucking dents in the wall and all kinds of crazy shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to be like him. Then his homies come over, they all smooth and cool and all that shit with the fly dressing and all that shit. So my mind, you know what I'm saying, was I got to be like that. I got to go outside. I got to have that Volvo or that Caddy.
I wasn't allowed to be around my older brothers like that until high school is when I was allowed to start hanging around my brothers and his friends and my cousins and all of that. Is when they was like, all right, I'll never forget it. It was ninth grade. He asked me, he said, oh, I was like, yeah, I want to hang out. I'm going to go over there and hang out with y'all. He's like, oh, really? Can you drink? He's like, in order to hang out with us, you got to finish this double deuce. And I was like, what? And he's like, you got to finish this double deuce. Man, I was like 14 years old.
Same
like,
thing, man.
Finish the double deuce? All right, well, fuck it. I can do it, man. I was fucked up that day.
Yeah.
Then he's like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you want to be with us? See that bitch over there? You got to go get her number. What? What you talking about, man? She fine. What you talking about? You got to go get her number. I don't want to hear it. Like, if you ain't got her number, don't come back. Like, go on home.
You remember your first time cracking on?
Yeah, my big brothers, man. My big brother and cousins was vicious, man. They didn't like you had. It was initiations. That's what it was. It was initiations. There's no more real initiations anymore.
Right.
Yo, man.
Right. So I was, yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna ask you this: How old was you when you got your first blowjob?
19.
19. How old was you when you got your first blowjob? I was like 14.
Got my first shot at 14. I didn't get my first blowjob.
I was 14.
Got
But
my first blowjob
but-
at 8.
but
Got
my-
my first shot at 11.
But mine was on some negotiation shit. Like this shorty, this shorty had like my man's. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't really like her. You know what I mean? So I told her girlfriend, I told her, I said, listen, my man go with you if you tell your girlfriend that she got, you know what I mean? She was like, oh, I'm going to tell her, all right. And she went back and told her girlfriend, and her girlfriend came right in there and gave me the Gawk 3000 way back in the day. Yo, thing was crazy, yo. Crazy.
Wow.
Yep, so I got the Gawk, I got the head before I actually got the yams, you know what I mean? And then on my 14th birthday, I got some yams. You know what I mean? I know I told that story.
I got my first yams. I was 14. I got my first yams, and it was crazy because it was a girl that my brother really liked, and I don't know if she liked my brother or not, but I don't know. I was just in competition with him, and I told him, I said, I bet you I can get her to come up because he kept trying to get her to come to the house, and I was like, I bet you I can get her to come up. He's like, man, you can't do it, and this is not my oldest brother. This is the one that was 2 years over me. He's like, man, you can't get her, man. I've been working to get this girl to come up for the longest, man. Yeah, I said, all right, let me get her number. And I called the girl and all, and I went down to visit her. And the craziest thing, like, I ended up smashing in the alley. The craziest thing, bro. I ended up smashing in the alley. And, so the next day, she ended up coming up to the crib, and of course my brother ain't believe me, so I did what any little brother would do, you know. I brought her up to the crib. I smashed her in his room on his waterbed using his condoms. Whatever a little brother would do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me tell you something.
And I had my cousin there to make sure he knew that I did.
Yo, look, that's crazy how we got. Yo, that's crazy because I did the same thing too.
That was my first
Yo.
two pieces. That was my first two pieces, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. It's out there. It's out there.
That's funny as shit, man. Look, I wanted to show my brother that I was getting ass as a young boy because he wasn't believing me and shit, right? So I had the John come over, and I was walking down the hallway. I had the front room in my crib. My mom stayed in the back room and shit. So, you know, Pops rose. She said, you know, she didn't want to sleep in the front room no more. Too many memories in the front room. You know what I mean? All right, I'll take that. Bang. Brother stayed in the middle room. I was good to go. So, bring the joint in the front room, and I'm like, no, I'm going to do it in his room so he going to know. So I went in his room, right? So, bam, you know, she all wet on the bed and everything. Me and my nut ass, you know what I mean? From me looking through the peephole and shit, he the pull out king, I'm pull out prince then shit. Fuck that. You know what I mean? My brother pull out king, I'm pull out prince. Yeah. I swear I paint the sheets. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't wipe off nothing. I just got her together. We went to the bathroom, wiped off, boom. You know what I mean?
Oh man!
You just wipe off whatever. This shit's crazy. So
Yo.
I get
my brother.
So I walk up to the bus stop, whatever. You know what I mean? She was almost going to get into a fight with some girls in my neighborhood, so I had to walk her a couple extra blocks down and shit. So when I walk on to her, my brother came home in the midst of that. So when I get back around the way and shit, you know what I mean? He like, yo, my man like, yo. I said, what's up? He like, your brother looking for you. I'm like, damn. I'm all thinking like, damn, maybe I left the dog outside and the dog got the fuck out. Oh man, fuck. My brother had a nice ass dog and shit. You know what I mean? He's a cat killer. He got outside to see a cat, you know what I mean? It's a rat. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh fuck, the dog got out. So I jog back to the block. I get up in the crib, I'm like, yo, I see the dog there. I'm like, yo, that nigga come to the top of the steps. yo, man, what the fuck, man? I said, what? He said, yo, man, come here, man, I'm gonna show you something. Yo, as soon as I get to the top of the steps, that nigga was like, boom!
Yep.
Flying
Right in
back
the
down the
chest.
steps.
Right in
Boom,
the
what the
chest.
fuck wrong with you, dog? He like, yo, man, don't you ever fucking knock on my fucking bed. I said, I just wanted to show you I was getting some. I don't give a fuck what you told me. I believe you, motherfucker. Oh, all right, I'm sorry, man. I'm just mad. You fucked me up with that one, though.
Yo.
Oh, that's why I was sitting there not like I know that ain't it.
He did not. Now he was pissed,
Yeah.
and he didn't sock me in the chest for that. He socked me in the chest for something different. But he was pissed though. But he was mad because I was able to actually hit, and he worked on that ass for the longest, and he wasn't able to hit.
Wow.
He was more pissed over that than me actually hitting in his room. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the sock in the chest came from fucking using his condoms.
Oh, shit.
That's what the sock in the chest
Yo,
came from.
I just want to say that ever since you said sock in the chest, in my head, I keep hearing chest socks roasting on the
You stupid, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Come on now, dog.
I gotta keep that thing on the joint with this guy, man. This boy, it's crazy, man.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
Dog,
For sure,
he
man.
just kept on playing
Hey,
like Frank Sinatra voice.
shit.
Anyway, chest socks. They gonna pass your knees. Wait up to your chest.
Look, man, my oldest brother, he was known as the one-hitter quitter, bro.
Oh hell yeah.
All right, and the one under him, the one that was right over top of me, had the short temper. And I'm thinking that he was going to try and get mad because I hit the
You
chick.
bopped in both of their rooms?
No.
My bad.
No.
My bad.
I
Just
just
checking.
popped in the one over top. I thought he was gonna be mad because I popped the chick. You know what I'm saying? But
Mad 'cause you used the
he
sky.
was mad over
He
the
went to
comment.
pop and couldn't.
Pretty
You
much.
fucked the moment up.
Pretty much.
Yeah. See, my situation was a little different. I had an uncle that lived with me since I was like 3, and he was I grew up as him being like my older brother. You know what I mean? Because it was my uncle, but he was like my older brother. He's 10 years older than me, and I learned a lot from him. You know what I mean? But you figure you was 7 years. You was 7 years, right? You 7 years.
I was 7 and then 2
And I'm
years.
10. You know what I mean? So I'm learning. But the thing is that's why I started so early. Like, when I say that the chick that gave me the head, I was actually 9. The chick that gave me the head at 9 is the same chick that I bopped at 11. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I was on that freaky shit early.
Well,
You know what I mean? All of the fake cousins and shit like that, yeah, they was getting molested.
when was the first time? When was the first time you finger popped? How old was you? Man, you getting head at it, man. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was before that.
My first finger pop was probably like 10.
I was
Like 10.
9. I was 9 on my way back from Clemson Park
But like
on the bus.
that shit was funny. Like that shit was crazy, yo.
That was my first pop.
Yeah, I was a
I
heavy
was-
freaker as a young boy.
I was sitting here high, y'all. Just
What fucking?
yo,
I was doing a lot of freaking.
yo. I was just sitting here high, y'all, thinking about something real quick. I was thinking about my past. Have you ever? One time I got my jacket punched off me. You ever get your jacket punched off you?
No, I seen it happen. I ain't gonna say no name.
Yo, my brother. Yo,
Nah, but I do got a story about somebody, a crazy punch. You know what? Here we go. Let's make that story time and then we get ready.
We can go around the table because I got a crazy story time about
Alright.
this crib before you moved in, and he witnessed it.
yeah,
As far as a punch go,
yeah.
I punched the nigga through the door.
Well,
Alright, y'all. It's Story time, story time,
No
story
doubt,
time.
no doubt.
Story time, story time. Starting off with you, Pat.
No
Story time.
All right, my brother, he's getting his bag sometimes, man. Like he would like be all excited coming home from football practice and shit like that. He all be revving the fuck up and everything. So I come in the crib, he be like, and I'm like, he be like, "What's up, man?" And I'm a young boy, you know what I mean. All right, this is before I even had a little I was a little dog and shit, you know what I mean. I'm like, don't be fucking saying hi to me. You better say what's up. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, I had to take the punches every day. So I learned to start saying what's up. So one day, I was going to see some girl and shit. I was about like 14, 15 years old. I was going to see some girl, and he had a bottle of Lagerfeld on a dresser and shit. And I seen it was getting low, and I knew that was this shit, but I wanted to smell like him this day and shit. So I went and I gave it like four squirts. Wow, 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 wow. With nothing left. Oh, damn.
Last week?
So I put the jaw down. Bam. I roll out and shit. Not thinking, when you leave out the crib, the smell of trail, those smells gonna be in the crib. So he come in. I don't know where he come in from, but he come in the crib. He smell it. You know what I mean? He go and see his shit all empty. So I come back. You know what I mean? I come back, come down the street. Yeah, you know what I mean? Got me thinking about it, because I just got this into my finger pop this day. You know what I mean? I'm getting it in like, yeah. I'm gonna wash my hand today. I'm not gonna wash this finger. This finger is not getting washed. I'm washing 9 fingers when the time I get home. That's one thing that's happening. Wash 9 fingers. I'm gonna smell this joint. Going home, yeah. I can't even tell my friends. I'm telling you, man, my life was always a rhythm. So I'm singing in my head. I'm gonna tell my friends. Got my finger in the day, boy. Yeah, it's on. So that's next thing you know, I hear footsteps coming behind me. Turn around, it's my brother running full speed. Someone just said, "Nigga, you better run." My brother fast as shit, dog. I'm talking about Bo Jackson, nigga, like for real, with size and everything, like head, everything. Bo Jackson head, all that, right? I'm trying hard ass. Next thing you know, this nigga just hard ass by me and come back around with a flying hook. And my jacket was like unzipped. He come back with a jaw like, whew. I'm like, yo, I'm like this. As I went like this, he punched past my, like, on my underarm and punched my jacket, and my whole coat came off. Oh shit! He said, "You took my shit. You been fucking on my shit." Man, I hauled ass to my grandma's crib, dog. Like, man, boy, it's crazy, man. Real, like, punched my jacket off, dog. Like,
Wow.
Straight up.
That's crazy.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Yo. Boy, wow, right. Man. One Joan. Wasn't like a series. One Joan.
Wow. Alright. Sound.
Alright, so this is the time I actually was the one landing the super punch. But the only reason why I'm mentioning it is because it happened to happen here before you got the crib. This is back in the day. So long story short, I was working, whatever. And one of my young boys I was trying to look out for, whatever, come to me with this whole mystery idea how if I ain't never fucked with no like hard or no pills or no shit like that. But he telling me, man, if you get such and such, man, I can turn that shit and make some money. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, here you go. Do what you can do with it. 2 weeks, that shit go good. 3rd week, this nigga so-called get robbed. He say he letting them pick a joint out and they pull off with everything. So I'm like, all right, dickhead. You gonna be that? We gonna, you know what I mean? You gonna work it off. Another 2 weeks go by, he get robbed. Similar type situation. So I'm like, fuck all that. You gonna give me my money. So long story short, at this particular point, I'm about to cut him off, and the last little bit of that shit that I had, I ain't fuck with it. You know what I mean? But once I wasn't giving it to him no more, he found a way to get in the crib and steal that shit. So when I confront him about it, I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? You know what happened to that shit up under my bed? He was like, no. So only 2 people knew about it. Him and Pat. Right? So I'm like, so you telling me you don't know nothing about what I'm talking about? He was like, no, maybe Pac did it. So I'm like, nigga, I done known this man since I was 9. You know what I'm saying? But since you say that, let me call him. Boop, boop. Get him up on the phone. Yo, Pac, I don't even want to call you with this bullshit, yo, but yo, the boss saying that. All right, yo, let me start from the beginning. The boss go shit missing, boom, boom, boom. He said he ain't taking. Maybe you did. You know what happened to my shit? He said what? I said yeah, that's what he told me. He said maybe you did it. I said I'll be right there. So he pull up in like 5 minutes. So now I'm standing next to the bull on my porch. Pac is at the bottom of your steps, and this when the gate was still there, right? So I'm like, so you know. You still don't know what happened to my shit? What you trying to tell me he lies? Pac like, yeah, what you trying to say? Now he trying to back out of this shit. So I just snuff it. Bang! So when I steal him, he try to run off. So he run off, he go down to, what's that first little block? He run down there, come through the alley. No, going this way. I forget which one it is. The first block going this way. Block, yeah, he ran down there, then cut through the alleyway and come back to the crib. So when he get back in front of the corner store, Joe, Pac is right there like, yo, you ain't going nowhere. He go to grip him up. He try to do a move on him, but I catch up to him. So as he going up to the steps, yo, I hit this nigga with this punch to his fucking midsection, yo. And when I hit him, the momentum of him trying to run in the crib, the shit knocked the whole fucking front door down, dog. You know what I mean? Like he went through the door. You know what I mean? So now I'm in there on top of this nigga like, bam, look, I'm fucking this nigga up.
Yeah, it was crazy, yo.
You know what I mean? It was like some Dragon Ball Z shit, but that whole front door came in. You know what I mean?
That's great.
I used to do push-ups and stuff.
Alright. So, real quick, because we are getting close to that time, I'll tell y'all mine. And it was funny because I was in high school. I think I was like maybe 16, and my brother had supposedly went to go get some cleanser a month ago.
Oh shit!
This nigga comes the fuck home with a fucking box of comics.
Oh, shit.
he comes and he says, "What's up, little bro?" I'm like, "What's up, Butch?" He said, "Ain't that much." And he goes to go up to the steps. Now my mom is in the kitchen. Now the way this house was set up down there was you came in through the front door, you had the living room, then the dining room, then we had a den, then we had the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So my mom is in the kitchen. I'm in the dining room, sitting at the dining table. I'm eating. Butch comes in through the front door and he starts to head up the steps. And my mom, he knew he was in trouble when my mom, when she gets mad, she calls us little boy. Okay? So, yeah, she said, where you going, little boy? Come here for a minute. And so, I think he got to like maybe the third step. And he comes back down. And, because he knew better not to go and tell you up the steps. So he comes back down. And now, my brother Butch at this time, if I'm 16, he every bit had to be 23.
Okay.
Like, he's 7 years older than me. So he's like 23. Okay? He comes down and he walks past me and he looks at me. I said, I don't know. Alright? He goes into the kitchen. And my mom said, where you been at? He said, I went to go get some cleansing. My mom said, what you had to make every flake? He gave my mom some bullshit excuse. And yo, at this time, my mom had to be every bit of about, my mom was like maybe 5 foot. 5 foot, maybe 5'2" tops. And she had just lost a whole lot of weight. So she had to be every bit about maybe 100 and maybe 140 pounds. Easy. Now, my brother Butch, at the time, was about maybe 5'8", 5'9", about maybe 200, about 200, a little more than 200, solid. You know what I mean? And I swear, my mom hit this boy with an uppercut. She hit him so hard. I to the day I still see this punch. My mom turned around and just went, "What?" Butch didn't see it coming though. I can see it, but Butch didn't see it. Oh, all I know is Butch was standing in the doorway of the kitchen. When that nigga landed, he landed at the fucking dining room table. That nigga went through a whole fucking room, dog. I said, God damn! I turned around. I said, Butch, you alright? I'm dead, or I do not the fuck with that lady, dog. I said, I will not fucking ever disrespect this lady ever, because if she ever hit me, I was nowhere near as big as Butch. I said, if she ever hit me like that, I probably won't wake the fuck up. So, literally, that nigga was gone for literally 30 days.
My mom almost killed me over a block. She was hitting me with a handful of hangers. I'm like, I'm not gonna just let that one go. Like, hey. Oh, you trying to fight me back? Yo, she literally had me on my back, hands around my throat, choking me to death. And my pop was like, yo, he dirty blue. Shout out to my pops.
Yo, all right, y'all. On that one, we gotta head out of here. Y'all wanna lay out your handles real quick?
Pack Money 215, man. Get at me, man.
Yep, Gang War 215.
That's Instagram, man.
Blunts in the Basement, IG, and on YouTube.
And I'm T Dub. You can hit me up at National Underground on Instagram, or National Underground, right there on Facebook. Either one, National Underground. That's NUDA, Underground. UNDA.
Yeah. All
right?
does.
No does.
And we out of here.
Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up. Light it up.
Thank you for listening to Fall National Underground Radio Station WTNU Philadelphia.